Yo, what's going on, guys? Singh here, back at you with a video after a very long time. Like a very long time, man. It's been a minute. But yeah, man, I just wanted to make a video, speak to the community. You know, it's been a while since I spoke to you guys and talked about anything. Well, today I wanted to talk about siege generals. Well, siege generally speaking as a subject, not just siege generals, but yeah, I made a siege video a while back and it's kind of gotten old. A lot of the topics still apply, and yeah, some have become a little bit irrelevant, specifically like what generals are best. And you know, I haven't made a general video ever since the Ascensions have come out, ever since the pairings have come out. To be quite frank, I haven't really gotten into the analytics min-maxing every single one, like what is best, what is not. A lot of what I've picked is just like what is realistic for me to get based on how many tokens I have, like how far I've been on some of the generals. Like for example, Serena definitely doesn't apply the biggest buffs, but Serena at the time, you know, at one point in time did, and he was commonly available in packs, so I had purchased him. But Serena does offer the biggest March size buff, I believe, with Churchill assisted. And yes, I do have to awaken siege generals. I love siege. But yeah, so right now I'm rocking Serena main with a Churchill assisted. And that's entirely for the March size increase, or the rally size increase. So, and it does have, I think, like, with all the assisted generals and everything, it competes for the best buffs, like among the best buffs. Another really good combo I think is Patronus and Septimus, I believe, is one that you might want to look at. Here, I'll go through some of the generals and see if I can point out some of the better generals. This video is going to be a little bit less organized, a little bit more chill, because that's the mood I'm in. But I don't know where this dude's gonna be. All right, so Patronus, solid, bro. Still solid. I'd pair him with Septimus if you could. Probably one of the best, if not the best. He's a little bit hard to find though. You'll see him sometimes in random places, but he's one of the best. Not Sula. What's Sula again? Oh yeah, Archer Camp. With Septimus assisted, and he doesn't require a dragon, but they pair well together. Charles is really good too. I think the best range buffs possible, specifically for attack, I think is Edward 3 fully ascended with Charles 12 assisted. I think that's the actual best combo for range right now in the game. But if you have, I think a lot of people are getting Charles 12 right now. Charles 12 is good with an Edward assisted. It's like 8% range attack difference or something, so you don't freak out, you know, if you have one or the other. It's really, I mean, if you've ascended something all the way, depending on your budget, I wouldn't cry about, oh, this new guy came out. Really, like, don't freak out about it. But yeah, hold on, let me go over some more generals that are pretty good if you're still looking for, you know, which one should you switch to. Definitely don't do Napoleon nowadays. The last time I was kind of big on him. Who else is good? John Churchill's pretty good. I don't know his pairings right now, but he's my second siege gen. I think he offers some very good buffs with Serena assisted. Don't do Grant unless you have trouble finding generals. If you do, he's available in the tavern and a decent choice, but I generally recommend staying away from him. Japan, they don't siege in Japan. Or Korea. Or China. Bottom, let's see. Zuka. Alright, there he is. Yeah, Zuka's good as well. I think he ends up having the max march size if you send him fully, so he's a great choice as well. Of course, Serena, great choice as well. But those guys are Ramses. I think you need a dragon with him. A lot of people use Ramses as an assisted. He's got a lot of siege defense too, but a lot of siege attack as well. But you need a dragon with him if you're going to use him as assisted. But yeah, he's good too. But those are kind of like the 5, I think. Yeah, those are like the 5 I'd say are great. Again, Zuka's good. You're not going to go wrong with any. Serena is good. You're not going to go wrong with any of them. But generally, roughly as, you know, roughly organized as I possibly can, those are like the best siege gens I could think of. And now as far as the equipment, I don't think full Heian's actually the best combo. That's what I'm rocking right now, is full Heian. I don't think this is the best combo. I think the chest, you don't want the Heian chest, and you don't want this helmet. I believe you want a boss chest and a boss helmet. Let me double check. And this is to max out the attack. Let me double check. This is a boss, right? Yeah, this might have siege attack. Yeah, so this says 45% siege attack. Okay, and this is siege HP, but it doesn't take away any attack. And you get 60% more attack with this, essentially. So if you're looking for just attack, you would do that. So you would take this off, right? You'd lose the defense, you'd lose the HP, you'd lose the 6 set effect, you lose this defense, you lose this HP, and you'd lose that set effect. And you would gain, let's see, you'd gain the 2 set effect here, which is 15% siege attack. You'd gain 45% siege attack here. So that's 60% right there. And I mean, that's if you're going for all attack. So I don't know. I kind of like the full Heian just because it's got more buffs overall, and it's a 6 set. So I just use full Heian. I'm not overthinking any of this really, as you could tell. Yeah. So I mean, that's my siege setup for now. That's what I'm using. And yeah, I do have 2 generals, and I'm not doing it specifically for I'm not doing like one for flats, one for percents. They both have percents. No particular reason. I haven't done the math out on what's better for what for T11 or big siege or anything. I just think that might as well do flats, or might as well do percents for the 30%, you know, max or fine. I do think flats are better for T11s because siege attack does get max debuff, so it probably is better to do flats either way, whether you have civic gear or not on your attacking general. So if you have a T11 specific general, you probably want to do flats on the attacks. And yeah, and I think you guys have noticed that mostly we've been doing siege rallies for the most part. Let's see. So we've been doing big siege rallies a lot, and recently, like, we tried doing some T11s as well. So let's see if I could find some good reports. And we're flip-flopping to see like what works and what doesn't, but oh, I was soloing that. Let's see. Okay. All right. So yeah, we opened up with Big Siege on Luan. So initially I was thinking that T11 would perform better on larger targets like 40 bill plus for our bracket, because the defender is going to one shot every single march like that we send. So all these marches of like 4 million T13, like whatever we're sending over here, they're all going to get one hit by the defending layers. So this person has, let's see, 15 million T15, 18 million 14, and then 30 million 13. So when they engage and the defense is counterattacking, like my idea was that big siege is just gonna like insta kill like whatever siege it's engaging with. So there's no point in sending larger siege. You might as well send T11 so it can get some free hits while T12, 13, 14, 15 is acting as a layer, and you can get some free hits on either the 12s or the 15s before they get counterattacked, which is the whole beauty behind T11. That's the purpose of it. But T11s have been hitting T4s first nowadays, and oh, the one's got a lot of T4s, bro. I never seen that. But yeah, so it's been hitting T4s. T11's been hitting T4s recently, so it's not working as well. It switches to T4, and then it'll hit T12s, and then it'll hit T15s. So it just kind of goes all over the place. But my thought was, if they're too big, if you're big sieging, those upper tier siege are just gonna die in one hit anyway. So you might as well get the free turns with the T11 and keep doing it that way. But I guess, you know, pay to win game, buffs work. And even though Luan's buffs are crazy, 2300 siege attack, 1572 siege HP, my buffs are pretty good too. Actually, I think these are Shree's. Shree's buffs are pretty good too. Is this Shree's? No, these are mine. Serena. So I ended up working out with the big siege. I think we had a bigger one up too. Let me see if we had any more. Siege, yep, another big siege over here. Same amount of people? Less people. Same damage. Yeah, same theory. Let's see what he had on defense. 17 million big siege this time. 15, less 13. Oh, 12's got kills too. 74s. Okay, not crazy with the 4s. So anyway, yeah, so Big Siege is working for our bracket and our power. I don't know if it's gonna work with every bracket and every power. Like, for example, if I was a team of 6 or 7 people that or obviously a full 20-man team that goes into battlefield, but only 6 or 7 of us could rally, and we're rallying like a 15 or 20 bill opponent, and we're all like 6-7 bill power, VIP 17, VIP 18. I don't think Big Siege is the right choice. I would probably T11 that, just so you can get those top layers to distract for a bit, and get the free shots with the T11, so you can do a little bit of damage, weaken the upper tier siege, cut down the 14 and the 13, and then come over the top with a Big Siege with the second siege hit, which is the proper sequence, the typical sequence before Overpowered Ebony came into existence. That was the way, and is the way, you take out these larger keeps with smaller rally. You would do a T11 to weaken the top tiers, take out the 14, take out the 13, and then come over the top with the Big Siege. And essentially they don't have enough top tiers, or in the best case scenario, they don't have any 14 and they're weak on the 13, and you will be outranging the 12 and the 11. And now your 14 and 13 get free shots on the 12s and the 11s, and that's when you'll see the massive siege rallies come in. So let me see if I have an example of that. I think I have one on one. Yeah, this is it right here. So here, he had no 14, he just had 13, right? And we sent to Big Siege. He lost 189 million troops, 6.3 bill power. As soon as we took out his 13s, his 12s couldn't reach as much, 11s couldn't reach that much. Look at his 10s. His 10s got no counterattack kills, 9s barely got counterattack kills. 8s didn't get any counterattack kills, 7 no counterattack kills. 6 got no counterattack kills. 5's got no counterattack kills. 4's did nothing. Okay, the rally did stop at 4. That's interesting. So he did have siege left over. The siege did stop the rally. That's very interesting, actually. I thought we wiped all his siege. Very interesting. So now I'm curious to see if in future rallies we happened. But anyway, yeah, we hurt the crap out of him. We probably sieged him again, right? And now that he's got no siege, siege him again. Okay, that took out those wonderful low tier siege, which couldn't reach. I'm sure they did anything, if not nothing. Yeah, the 5s did nothing. 4s did nothing. 3s did nothing. They just die and give up points. You should probably remove those troops. It's just points for us. Range, and then obviously after siege is gone, range goes. So top tier range is going. Anyway, what point was I trying to make, guys? I was saying something about. Yeah. Anyway, so when the reason you do the T11 first in this scenario where you have 6 or 7 guys on this larger keep, right? You're trying to take out a behemoth in this mini-sized team. Your goal is to take out the 15 and the 14 and the 13, right? Or weaken the 13. And when you do that, you get excited, right? Like, this is when I get excited. This is like the point where they don't have 15 siege, they don't have 14 siege, and they're left with a little bit of 13 siege. This is why I tell my whole team to build a bunch of upper tier siege. Like, everyone wants to build 10 and 9. Oh, I could tank range of 10 and 9. Singh said you could tank range of 10 and 9. Oh, I gotta build T11 so I have T11 bullets. Yeah, do that for sure. But the only way you're gonna tank big siege, guys, is if you have an annoying amount of upper tier siege and you don't have this happen to you. Know what I'm saying? Yeah, guys. Just sharing some knowledge. You know, hope you guys are getting something out of it. I hope it makes sense to you as well, right? Siege ranges 14, 13 have a different siege range than 12 and 11. And yeah, man, that's why the second big siege, you could even big siege twice if you guys have a lot of bullets, right? If you big siege twice, like we did, depending on the target, the first one might be shit if you guys have weak rallies. If you guys, let's just say you experiment, you face the same team twice, you got a big guy that you hate facing, you big siege him once, you're like, ah, that was shit, we lost 500, we lost a bill, he lost like 200 mil power, I'm not doing that again. Next time T11 him first and see, you know, if you could chip away at his 14, chip away up there at the top. And when he loses his 14, some of his 13, he's got only like a couple mil left. Then you come over with that very strong big siege rally, and take him, you know, top down that way, like this. Yeah, guys. And then when his siege is gone, everything hurts. Siege is gone, and then let's see, everything hurts. Rains or not. Those calves go, plots or not. The next siege, again, he's got the useless siege layers. Another tip, guys, you don't need, in my opinion, there's arguments against it. You don't really need like T1 to T siege, in my opinion. Just in my opinion. Juan's got a good defense. I respect him. I'm glad he's still around. But yeah, alright guys, I hope you got something. I just felt like talking to you guys. It's been a minute, you know? Hope you learned something. I miss you guys. If you guys, just again, a real quick shout out again to my boy. His name's Carfel. He's got like a little family business, man. He's a cool guy. He's a family man. He builds computers specifically for Ebony. All my little family members are running on these 2 PCs or sitting next to me. You might even hear they're a tiny bit loud because they're like literally servers, but they're awesome. They do a good job. If you want to check it out, I got a link in the bio. Check them out. Very fair prices. Fully trusted. Good dude. And yeah, check it out, guys. It'll help you grow quicker. That's how I grow, is by doing stuff like that. And yeah. Don't coin. Peace. Actually, coin if you want to. It doesn't matter. I've been coin. See you guys.